Hey guys, how you doing today? My name is Brendan Reviews, and welcome to another episode of the 31 Days of Horror. And last episode, we did a video analysis over Lake Mungo, which just so happens to be a mockumentary, which is kind of an off-branch of the found footage style, you know? And one of the movies to have popularized the idea of found footage, or one of the earliest examples of found footage, is Cannibal Holocaust. And last year, that was my very first video analysis I had ever done for anything on my channel, and I still to this day have a lot of regard. I have a lot of nostalgia for that review. I look back at it and I'm actually very proud of how that review turned out, especially for where I was at the time, channel wise. And so here we go with a movie that was made because of Cannibal Holocaust. And this movie is Umberto Lenzi's Cannibal Ferox, which is just a very, very fucking interesting movie, with some incredible scenes of bodily horror. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. So it follows this woman. She's a student for her college, and she's going out to the Amazon to study this tribe, right? To go ahead and find the native people and see what they're like, along with this cocaine dealer at the same time who is out there trying to smuggle drugs. And they end up getting caught by this Amazon tribe, and before you know it, they fall victim to their food habits, cannibalism. So, guys, what do I like about this movie? Though this movie does not nearly have as much of a punch as Cannibal Holocaust did, nor does it have any of the political or social context or commentary that Cannibal Holocaust did either. What this movie is just a cannibal film totally designed to show off special effects. Ultimately, the story's pretty lackluster. It's just people go this place and shit happens, basically. And from there on out, once we actually get to the Amazon, and then we finally meet the tribe, and the tribe is just on their ass, especially after all the shit that goes down, we finally get the true purpose to the movie, and that is simply for the special effects. We have some very, very, very disgusting scenes in this movie. We have a scene where a guy who just so happens to be the same guy who got his head drilled in City of the Living Dead, his dick gets cut off. There's a moment where they cut his fucking head open and rip the fucking brains out and whatever. A woman gets her boob cut off, which, as you guys know from the House That Jack Built reaction, is like a no-no. No, I don't want to see that. I did not want to see that. So, ultimately, this movie has some very poignant, moments of brutality. But besides that, is there any merit to this movie? And in my opinion, the movie has some decent performances, and though the story is so unoriginal and just sucks, the writing isn't that good, the performances are okay, given the stuff that they have to work with. But ultimately, the main thing that this movie is decent at is for some of the scenes of brutality and some of the scenes of action, like chase scenes or whatever, and the special effects. Besides those two things, besides some decent scenes of brutality, gore, and action, we don't really have a whole lot to grasp onto. The performances are not enough to carry this movie, along with the score not being very memorable at all. I can't even remember it. But it is one of the better cannibal movies, which is saying a lot. This subgenre as a whole pretty much sucks, but Cannibal Ferox is one of the better movies in this genre, but even then, I think Cannibal Ferox is a normally pretty bland movie, besides some really grotesque scenes of bodily horror, which, in my opinion, if you're interested enough, is worth the watch. So, just for the special effects, and for, some of the scenes, and maybe just a few of the performances, especially by the guy from City of the Living Dead, I am going to go ahead and give Umberto Lenzi's Cannibal Ferox a 5 out of 10. Guys, there you go. Cannibal Ferox is not as good as Cannibal Holocaust, but Cannibal Holocaust was trying to be a lot more than what Ferox was. So, yeah. My name is Brendan Reviews. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever the fuck time you guys are watching this, and I will see you all next time.